Hi, my name is Mark Nieves, and I'm here. I'm very excited to be talking to Madrigal from the new on the show, who's currently in the second season, Lopez versus Lopez. So, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Nice to be able to talk to you.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm here from Puerto Rico. I've been following your career since the Daily Show. You've been the Hispanic correspondent, and I see you grow with stand-up, with political satire. How important is being Latino and bringing your position on all these themes that we have to be part of it? We have to be part of the politics, what's going on in the U.S., and also the things that are affecting us.
Yeah, I like saying something. It's a lot of comedians don't want to say anything, and just want to get as much audience as they possibly
Yeah,
can. And I don't care about that. I'd rather say what I feel is right. So I like comedians that are up there saying something, being themselves, being who they really are and authentic, and that's always what I've tried to do.
comedians who are very authentic, who are very open, is George Lopez. And I love the show. The first season has been amazing. The second one has been great. It's very good, especially since the show has grown so much. You'll be able to cast new people, bring in special guests. Something that's very fascinating. Also, being in a Hispanic show, the work that Mayan and George had created of bringing all these talents and being able to expose them, how grateful you feel of being part of this cast, because I think that's the magic of the show, the cast.
Well, absolutely, and we have a ton of great guest stars. Jaime Camille does a big arc. Jane the Virgin. He is a comic genius on top of being able to sing. He can dance. He can do everything. Jaime Camille. And then we have Gabriel Iglesias, Marshawn Lynch, Jim Plunkett. I think what we've been able to do is, and it's sad because we are one of the only Latino ensemble TV shows on TV at all, which is crazy. That is insane that it needs to stop. But the way to stop that is by watching Lopez versus Lopez. So if people want to change that, if the good people of Puerto Rico want to see more characters on TV that look like themselves, that look like you, Mark, which you should, again, they need to support this show so it can lead to other shows.
Yeah, support it. Also comment on social media. That's why social media is so important, because we need to talk about the show, these kind of shows, talk what's happening within a Latino society. And the show is amazing. It's very good. It's very funny, especially your character. I love the one for the this season for the Raiders Nation. Between us, I'm a Niners fan.
You are a Niner fan?
Yeah.
Bang bang, my friend.
Yeah, this season, we were almost there, almost.
I went to the Super Bowl. It was
Wow.
it was crazy. I grew up in San Francisco, a lifelong 49er fan, so they actually wrote that little bit in there for me. Now, I haven't seen that episode. It's
Okay.
going to air on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock, and that's when the show... Is that when it comes out in Puerto Rico as well? Or
Yeah, yeah, on NBC, yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday, 8 o'clock, they're doing 2 episodes. Please watch this show because I've been a part of a lot of television shows, and I've never seen something like this with this many jokes and also the heart. You saw that speech I got to do in the Raider episode.
Yeah. Amazing.
Have an emotional speech, and then be able to crack jokes at the same, in the next sentence, you're cracking a joke. So it's a very special show, and this season has gotten a lot better. You can't just watch the first season of a TV show.
Yeah.
You have to let them, grow. The writers get better at writing for us. The network gets better and the actors get better. Everybody comes together, and just like the 49ers, over time, like you become a better team, and then you lose the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Let's talk about something or happier that started there. No. Anyway, you have your podcast, the Dust Up, with Jay Larson.
Yes.
I love the concept because you put like versus. Versus is it's a concept that's very fun. How did you come up with the idea of this podcast with Jay?
Well, we're both very feisty people, so we get in a lot of our own dust ups. So we like talking about fights and feuds. It's a podcast called the Dust Up, which is, for example, we just did Bill Gates versus Steve Jobs. We did the Black Donnellys, this Irish family that goes to Canada, and then a mob attacks their house in the middle of the night. So it's very intriguing, all the different fights. Mark, I'm going to ask you, what dust ups do you think we should be covering?
Wow, I was thinking about it. Also a big pro wrestling fan, and I would like let's see like currently like Cody Rhodes, which is the current champion, and just amazing story. Versus Hulk Hogan because he has so they were both so big in their timelines, and now they'll be amazing. That or Hulk Hogan or Cody Rhodes versus let's say
real fights too. Like,
yeah,
we didn't like Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
was fighting with everybody. We got to do a Vince McMahon episode.
Yeah, especially with all this controversy. Sadly, the way he ended, but
no, and I can't understand. It's a difficult thing for me. We're getting into a very off topic.
Yeah,
I think it's interesting to see all these people who have it all, and then it just like they think they have this like God complex.
Yeah,
and bringing it back to George Lopez, I think George gets a bad rap for not helping comedians, but he's like, that's not true at all, because 4 years ago, he promised me that I would play his best friend on a sitcom. I've watched him through his kidney foundation, do so many charitable things. He did class clown scholarship. He's producing specials. He's like just not out there bragging about it.
Yeah.
So nobody knows how much he helps other comics and other people. I also know that as Latinos, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Ecuadorians, Dominicans, everybody needs to come together, because, I mean, if we stood together, unstoppable.
That's true. Well,
Cubans on board, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, I would love to stay talking to you because we keep talking about a lot of stuff. So I'll thank you so much. I love the show. Everybody can catch Lopez versus Lopez. The first season is available on Netflix, and then the second season on NBC Tuesdays, and next day on Peacock.
And more, don't forget my comic book, Primos. That's
oh, nice.
Yeah, you got to check that out. It's we got exciting news about that too. So I think everybody at Cine Geek would love Primos. We don't have enough Latino superheroes.
That's true. Yeah, we talk about Blue Beetle and everything, but we're short on time. But thank you so much. I wish you all the best. If you ever come to Puerto Rico, you have a friend here.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks, Mark.
All right, have a good one. Bye bye.